It's freezing in here. What's up, y'all? Cousin Nita. Sorry I'm a little late for whiteboard talk, but I'm here nonetheless. So let's run through a couple problems if y'all still are up for it. It's not too late yet. What's up, y'all? What's good? We here for whiteboard talk. What's up? What's good? Yeah, I'm a little later than what I normally be, but I had something going on. Did anybody catch my live where I was talking about opportunities and stuff like that? And how I got these shoes? It's a funny story. I was somewhere today with a cousin of mine, like my real cousin, blood cousin rather, and she was looking at some properties, and the guys that she was looking at the sellers, right, were talking about how they wanted, they love Nipsey Hussle, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be, and they were talking about how they had missed out on the drop, and I guess Lauren London did something with somebody in that regard or whatever. But isn't it crazy that these are the shoes? So they were literally at the house talking about, now I bought these shoes the day that they came out, and they just been sitting in the box. And so I hadn't decided like on what I was going to do. I hadn't decided if I was going to wear them. I got two pairs. I hadn't decided if I was going to wear them, if I was going to sell them, if I was going to keep them as a collector's item, or what. But as you can hear, and as you can see, these ain't been touched. You know what I'm saying? And so we were at the house today, and he was talking about the shoes, and he was talking about how much he would pay and how much he would spend to have those shoes. And I had forgot all about them until I heard him talking about them. And so I got on eBay today to see what they're going for. And they're going for about, I would say right at double what I like, maybe like two times what I paid for them. So I'm going to hold on to them for now. Which ones y'all like better? The white or the black? I feel like I kind of like the white a little bit better, but I love black tennis shoes. I don't know. I really like the red caps on the laces, details. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's a Marathon Continue little flag right here. And it says California. Same thing on the back. The Marathon Continue. I don't know, but I just thought it was cool that Bravado, I did. Let me go get it, as a matter of fact. I just got it today. Funny you asked me. I just checked the P.O. box in Akron today. So, yes, I was excited to see this. My favorite shirt is now on the hoodie. I'm probably wearing this tomorrow or sometime this weekend. So, if you don't got one of these shirts, you really ain't like, it's hard to be my cousin without one of these shirts. So, if you don't got one, go to Provider and get you one right now, because that's kind of like our thing. All of us, we wear those shirts. So thank you, Provider. I appreciate you. You know, I love a good hoodie. Why do y'all call it tennis shoes in Ohio? I don't know. What y'all call them? Sneakers? I don't know. But all right, y'all. What's up, Kendra? Hey, Kendra. What's up, Gianna? I'm a New Yorker. We say sneakers. Okay. No one got shit in the 6'8". Yeah, because you just going to have to pay extra. That's all. Tell them to make you one in your size, baby. You will pay the cost. They can't fire you. You the boss. Ooh, that rhymes. Ha! Bars. Okay, y'all. Let's get into these problems. Right? Shoes, kicks, sneakers. All right, so the first one, we're going to start off easy. We're going to start off easy and work our way into it. Okay? Y'all pull out your pen and paper, your scratch paper. That's what we call them in Alabama. Yeah, OG. Tennis shoes. What else could you possibly call them? Okay. Here we go. The tennis shoes people have always been. Okay. So, let me flip this around. Whiteboard talk. Heavy whiteboard talk. So, we have a mortgage of $54,000. Mortgage, not period, but equals is $54,000. And the annual interest is 13.25%, 13 and a quarter. This is the annual interest on this mortgage. What is the amount of the monthly interest? Okay? I'll give you all a second. So we got a mortgage that's $54,000. Annually, you're paying 13 a quarter, which, Kendra, you are absolutely right. That is high as hell. But so that's what you pay annually. What do you pay a month in terms of your interest? What is your monthly interest? How much in dollars and cents is your monthly interest? Nah, not 1.1%. The mortgage is $54,000. Annually, every year, you pay 13 and a quarter in interest. So, what in dollars and cents? How much do you pay a month in monthly interest? Nope, I haven't seen the right answer. Close, provider, a couple dollars off. Simply Zinzi, a couple dollars off too. Your provider must have made the same mistake. Anybody else got an answer? Close, Deb. You guys are making the same mistake. I think I know what you're doing too. Your mortgage is 54. Your annual interest is 13 and a quarter. In dollars and cents, how much do you pay a month in interest? So we know you pay your PITI. What is the interest amount on that? Yeah, in dollars. Baby Mouse, a little too low, baby. Ronnie also a little bit too low. I think you might have messed up your decimal points. And you might be on to something. Anybody else have an answer? Have a figure? Okay. Let's work through it. All right, so first of all, again, the mortgage is $54,000. Annually, you pay 13.25% interest. So, what would that make your monthly interest payment in dollars and cents? So, the first thing is to determine what we're looking for. We're only looking for the monthly interest, right? So we're only looking for the monthly interest. So first of all, let's take oh, you know what? Y'all? This is my bad. I made a mistake. This is supposed to be 600. So provider, y'all might be right. 54.6. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Recalculate the same way you did and see if you get the right answer. That's why y'all was So close. I'm sorry, that was my bad. So the mortgage is 54.6. So let's multiply the 54.6 by the 13.25. I'm sorry, Zinzi. I hope that's how you said it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was me. That was on cuz. 54.6 is the mortgage. Okay. So yeah, Bravado. There you go. Okay, so you had your process right. Your cuz just gave you the wrong figures. I'm sorry. Okay, so for everybody who didn't get the right answer, let's go through it right quick. So you're gonna take the mortgage, which is the 54.6. We're gonna multiply it by the 13.25, and then that gets us $7,234.50. Okay, so we took the 54.6 and multiplied it by the 13.25. That gets us $7,234.50. Okay. Now, so this is, what does this number represent? Somebody tell me. What does that number represent? We multiplied the mortgage by the annual interest. What does that tell us? Right, Zinzi. It's the annual, right? We're only looking for the monthly. So that means that we would do what? Divide it by 12. There are 12 months in a year. So we divide this by 12. Once we divide it by 12, we get $602.88 a month is our interest payment every month. So if we have a $54,600 mortgage and our annual interest is 13.25%, every month we can expect to pay $600, which is crazy as hell. That's some people's rent right now. Okay? Does everybody see how we got that? Wow, that's good. Oh, Robert, you must live in New York or something like that. Cali or something. Anybody not see how we got to that? This is a warm up. This is a warm up. Wow, that credit score of me was 300. Facts. This is like a car. That's what you pay on the car. So you buy a $54,000 car and then you end up paying extra $7,000 just to have it. Pretty much so. I live in Jersey and my rent is $1,400. I love those numbers. Oh yeah, I'm in Cleveland for $1,400. You can live in a mansion, baby. Come to the land. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. The next one. We did this one before. We're going to run it back for the new people. Okay. Your monthly mortgage. After this, we're going to get into the actual deal. We're going to buzz down the actual deal. So your monthly mortgage payment is $1,025. Okay? And this is your principal and your interest. So this is your P and your I. Okay? The payoff on your mortgage is $93,000, $93,000. Okay? So every month you pay. So whoever that was that says my rent is $1,400 on this house, your principal and your interest is $1,000, $1,025, and then you still owe $93,000. Your annual interest rate is 10.5%. What's up? Hello, everyone. This is Erica Williams from the Classic Line Blog. I got on my cowboy boots. Yeah! Okay, so our monthly mortgage payment is $1,025. The total payoff on our mortgage is $93,000, and we pay 10.5% annual interest. What is the principal amount in our next payment? Okay? Every month we pay this. We have this remaining. This is our annual interest. What is the principal, the P, of our next payment? Okay? What you got? Show 'em what you got. Show 'em what you... Right, squirrel. Eric, come up in here and making my class have a squirrel moment. Okay, Bravado, I see you. Okay. Bravado coming through with them numbers. That's correct. Anybody else get that answer? You got it quick, too. You remember this problem from the last time? Sidebar, y'all see all my mama's shoes? This is like not even a little bit of them, but see? Don't tell her I showed y'all, but... Monthly mortgage payment, $1,025. Total mortgage payoff, $93,000. Your annual interest rate is 10.5%. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Aunt. Let's go. I love it. Y'all got the right answers. Okay. All right, so let's work through it for those of you who didn't get it. So what's again, whenever you're talking about stuff like this, let me erase this. I don't want y'all seeing none of my proprietary information. For elite members only. You dig? Anyways, okay, so the first step when trying to break these problems down is you got to know what you're looking for. So what we're looking for in this is the next monthly principal, right? So first thing we want to do, on the top of the board, yeah. First thing we want to do is take the $93,000 in terms of the annual payoff and then multiply it by the 10.5%. Okay? That gets us $9,765 when we take the payoff times the annual interest. $9,765. Again, that gives us the annual. So it's just like the last one. This gives us the annual. So this is what it is for a year. We're not looking for a year. We're only looking for the month. Okay? We're only looking for the month. And keep in mind, also, this is the interest. So we are looking for the principal. That's what we're looking for right here. But right now, we're calculating the interest because, like I said, if we have one of them, we can work backwards to get the other one. So this is the annual interest, right? So let's divide this by 12 so we can find out the monthly interest. Got it? Finding out the monthly interest. That is $813.75 is what we pay every month in interest. Again, we are not looking for the interest. We are looking for the principal. So all we have to do is we know that the monthly payment that includes the principal and the interest is $1,025. This is total for P and I. If we have I right here, all we have to do is subtract it in order to get the P, which is $211.25. Got it? So again, the monthly mortgage, including P&I, principal and interest, is $1,025. You owe 93 big ones left on the mortgage as far as the payoff. Every year you're paying 10.5%. Okay. So in order to find what we have to pay for next month's principal payment, we took the payoff times the annual interest, which is this. This is what we pay annually in interest. We're not looking for annual. We're looking for year. So we divide that by 12. We get $813.75. We know this is what we pay every month in interest. We're not looking for interest. We're looking for principal. But if we have interest, we can definitely find the principal. So all we do is we take the total amount of the P and the I, subtract it by the I, and then it gives us the P. Got it? Anybody not have it? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Okay? All right, let's move into an actual deal scenario. So some numbers. I know y'all like these, the numbers in an actual deal. And I'm going to give you the numbers that are on a couple of my latest deals. I got like 3 deals closing for the end of the year. So I'm going to give you the numbers on one of them. Why this won't come off? This is like... Oh, that didn't make it better. Actually made it worse. Oh, well. Just have to stay away from that area. All right. Let me turn this around. Okay. So, the numbers. How many of you on here already have rental property and know and understand how to analyze it? Do you have rental property? How did you know if it was a good deal? How did you determine if you had enough money? Please save the live. I can't get it. Okay, we got you, Kev. Night night. Sleep tight. Do you have rental property? How did you tell it was a good deal? How did you determine if you had enough to finance it? Let me know. If y'all gonna be quiet, I'm getting off. Because cousins don't be quiet on other cousins' lives. How do I take this off? I hate these filter things. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, y'all not saying nothing? Nobody owns any rentals. Nobody knows how to determine if deals are good. Nobody knows how to determine if they have enough money. Nobody knows nothing? Nada? No, I don't yet, but I want to learn how to know if it's a good deal. No idea, really. I'm thinking, hold on, please. Okay. I'm sorry. Excuse me, private heaven. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know properties yet. I don't know anything yet. Okay, cool. All right, so y'all knew. All right, beautiful. You like value add properties. Okay. How much do you need? How much what do you need? That's why I'm out here. Robert is my dad. He has 2. Who's Robert? Y'all need, yeah, Kendra, you're absolutely right. This is like a taste of what we do in the elite. This is how we bust it down and teach people. That's how y'all see, like, the people that you see me in Hood Estates posting about getting properties and stuff. This is exactly how we teach them how to analyze deals to know if they're good or not. You need the rent to cover the mortgage. Okay, what if you don't have a mortgage? In Cleveland, most of my properties, the people that are buying own them free and clear outright. I think you have to multiply the property value by 80%. Okay. With Airbnb, it's the same as renting out a house. Conceptually, yes, but it's a different process. Okay, cool. So y'all are new. All right, so we'll do this. So in Cleveland, the account I'm his daughter, Misha. I'm all here. Oh, okay, cool. All right. I'm going to purchase a property. How much? Oh, yeah. Gianna, talk your talk, baby. She says, I don't have a mortgage out there. I own it free and clear. Determine the renovation cost by square feet. Okay, so you've been watching my lives for sure. Put $10,000 down and mortgage it. Yeah, you don't always have to get a mortgage. Okay, so again, for those of you who don't know, Cleveland, the reason why Cleveland is a very attractive market for real estate investing is because we have low cost of entry, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Because we have a low cost of entry, it means that in a lot of our metro or urban areas, there are not high property values. So that's not necessarily a good thing. But at the same time, we have a solid rental market. So while you may not have a property worth $150,000, it could still bring you in $1,000 a month, or anywhere between $9,000 and $1,000 a month off of a $50,000, $60,000 purchase, which are amazing numbers. So let's do that. Okay, so the last deal, I'll just give y'all the backstory so you can understand, and then we'll work the front end of it. So the last deal was a $20,000 duplex that I had under contract, okay? I had the duplex under contract for $20,000, and I assigned it for $32,000, okay? Under contract, assigned it for $32,000, no money out my own pocket, no credit, did nothing to the house, literally only been in there one time. Okay, so the end buyer gets the house for $32,000. I told the end buyer, you are I don't know why, I don't want to say I don't know why it matters, but I don't consider that on singles, and really not even on, especially, again, you have to think, the majority of my deals are without debt. So I'm not factoring in debt on most of mine, because these, people are owning the properties free and clear. So I don't necessarily deal with cap rate. I'm like a big ROI kind of girl, you know what I mean? But, whatever. Yeah, $20K duplex. So I signed it for $32,000. Okay, so y'all know I made $12K last week or 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was. I told the buyer, you're gonna need about $15,000 to get it back in rent ready condition, so that it will rent out at a minimum of $600 a month. I always go on the low end, right? When it's all said and done, generally they end up renting out for a little bit more than what I say, but again, I just like to go on the low end. So the end buyers paid $32,000 for it, a $15,000 rehab. Let me go back to the board. Wholesaling ain't dead. You inwards just scared. Okay, so I got it for $20K. I signed it for $32K. So picked up $12K in the process. When I thanks for coming on. Oh, no problem. My pleasure, Boston and Queen. I told the buyer, again, you're gonna need to put in $15K in order to get it rent ready at $600 a month on the low end, right? So that's each unit. So we're looking at $1,200 a month in cash flow. So 7, 4, we're gonna call plus $3K closing costs, fees. So we'll call it the end buyers all in at $50K, right? So for one, this is why you should be in Cleveland buying with your cuz, because there are not many other markets where you can be all in at $50K, even if, something goes awry, and you all in at $60K to get this type of cash flow. Granted, this is gross, so when it's all said and done, it'll probably be like 9 and some change, right? So you're still making 9 and some change off of your $50,000 or hell, even $60,000 purchase. Can't beat those numbers. Multis, duplexes, triplexes, whatever. So forth and so have you. All right. So as the end buyer, he's already in for 50, right? Now, let's break down how we get to his NOI. Somebody tell me what NOI is. I didn't pay anything, baby. I had the property under contract for 20, and then I assigned it to the end buyer for 32. And 32 was really a deal. I really was going to get it off for 35, but it was a deal. Yes, NOI, net operating income. Bravado, yeah, for sure. We're gonna have a CG quarterly meeting on the 27th, and this is what our next one is gonna be like. I figured out how to do the property, like I got it all together now. So this is where we at with it, for real, for real. Anyway, another conversation for another day. All right, so you're right. NOI is net operating income. So that's basically saying this is the cute part of real estate that they post about on Instagram and stuff like that. But they don't tell you that out of this, you still got to pay bills. So that's not really what you take home, right? So you know how they tell you, like, yeah, you can come here and make $15 an hour. And then you multiply 15 by 40, thinking like, oh, okay, this would be kind of all right or whatever. And then when you get your check, it's like 35% less than that. Okay, so that's what this is about. So our end buyer has paid the 50. He now owns this property. He's taking care of the repairs. Let's just say the property, he ends up renting each unit out for $625, which is very common in Cleveland. Okay, so $625 to 045. So that's 12. So he's bringing in $1250 a month cash flow. All right, let's go through what will have to be taken out of this. I need to learn this. You paid nothing? No, I paid nothing. I paid the cost to be the boss. You hear me? Okay, so we start out with $1250 a month in cash flow. Oh, this is one other thing that I want to add to y'all. Now, somebody tell me, we talked about this in one of my lives before, but somebody tell me what is another way to generate income in this situation. So this is our monthly cash flow from the rental in our duplex. This is a duplex, so 2 units, 1 up, 1 down. What is another way to generate income from this property? And stop cheating. You got the whole cheat code. What is another way? Somebody tell me. What is a way for you to generate? Yet, Bravado, you can't answer no more questions. You're just too smart. Okay, so let's just say, but he's absolutely right. Laundry. This is something that really helped me and kind of like really added to my business. And it was something that I had been sleeping on. I didn't even realize it, right? So you can get coin operated washer and dryer for your basement. So let's just say it's $1 to wash and $1 to dry. Okay. Now, keep in mind, think about this, like just from a logical standpoint. We in Cleveland right now. I don't know. Y'all can't see out there because it's dark, but it's snowing. It's like 20 degrees. It's cold. People do not want to have to go to the laundromat. People do not want to have to go pack up their clothes and their kids and be, trying to go to somebody's house to wash. Having this is my favorite type of thing, a mutually beneficial relationship. It helps the tenant, and it also helps you to squeeze a little bit more juice out of the rental, okay? So $1 to wash, $1 to dry. Let's just say that tenant number 1 washes 2 loads of clothes, a dark and a light, very common, right? Washes 2 loads of clothes every 2 weeks. 2 loads every 2 weeks. How much money is that? Let me break it down for the visual learners in the building. So the first week, we washed 1 load, which is $1. We washed another load, which is $1. Huh? Second week, we washed another load. That's $1. I'm see what I'm saying? This is super low. I'm just going on the low end just to show you. Right? And then, so this is 1 load here, 1 load here in the first week. What did I say? 2 loads. Right? I don't know if it's I don't know how they doing it, Zinzi. Maybe they hanging it up to dry, maybe they just washing, maybe they hand washing it just drying. I don't know. We just gonna call it 2 loads. Right? So that's another one. 2 loads every 2 weeks. Got it? Got it? So we can add, let's just say, I'm just showing you how to break that down, but I'm just gonna say, for the sake of our example, we're gonna add an additional $25 a month in terms of our income because of our washer and dryer, coin operated washer and dryer. Okay, so 25 times 12, that's 505.2. Yeah. So extra $300 a year. I'll take it. And a bunch of happy ass tenants. Trust me, they will love you for life for this. Okay, so now we got our no, that's not 7, that's 5. We have our monthly cash flow at $12.75, thanks to our handy dandy coin operated washer and dryer. Okay, now Aunt earlier told us that we were going to have to account every month for, what did he say? He said taxes, he said insurance, he said property management, he said vacancy. Is there anything that Aunt missed that we should be looking to account for monthly? Any other expenses? These are, it's the beautiful thing about money. You can't make none without having to pay some expenses. Always got to pay the bills. All right. Yes, sir. Utilities. Absolutely. Right? So in Cleveland, exactly. In Cleveland, for us, the tenants pay all of the utilities save for the water in most cases. Okay? So as for us, as being the buyer of this property and the future landlord of it, we're going to account for paying the water. Okay? And Provado, we're not gonna use any CapEx because, mind you, we just paid the 15. So this property is basically new. It's being rehabbed. So we're not gonna account for that. What I will say is that you can account for, I mean, it's basically like the same thing, a little deferred maintenance, but it's not going to be our general 10%, if you will, because again, we just spent the 15 to get the property rehabbed and in good shape. Okay? This was a cash purchase. So they purchased with $32,000 cash and then they rehabbed with $15,000 cash. So no mortgage payment on this one. They own it free and clear. So when you see them other deals in Cleveland that don't look like this one, now you know. You're welcome. Just saying. Just PSA. Just saying. All right. So, okay. So these are expenses. Now, taxes. The taxes on this property is about $900 annually. So 900 divided by 12 is what? If we're looking for the monthly. We pay $900 a year in taxes. What do we pay every month? $42,000 must be a nice property. Why you say above all that? 75. Okay. So minus 75 for our, is it 75? Yeah, okay, 75 for our taxes. For the insurance on this property, it's going to be about $1,200 to get everything that we need. That's another lie for another day. We'll have to run through the type of coverage that you really need on your rental property. So $1,200 divided by 12 is what? Come on, y'all. 1,200. Okay. These people are going to have property management because they are absentee, as are many of my clients who do not live in Cleveland, but they love this idea, this 50, 60 grand for, even what we're going to find out to be the NOI. They love those numbers. So they're definitely going to have property management, which is going to be about 10% of their gross, 10% of the rent. So the rent is $1,250. So what is our monthly property management fee? What is our monthly property management? Correct. $125. Let me skip down to utilities. So the water on this, we talked about this, how you can have it capped. We talked about how you can have it in your lease where it says like, yo, I will pay up to this amount, and then after that, it's on you, because these tenants like to be watering the lawn and washing their baby daddy car and, taking 3 and 4, 5 showers and all that, playing when it's not on you. Like, this is not a hotel, shorty. Like, no, I'm only paying up to a certain amount. After that, it's on you. So, we're going to average, let's just call it $100 just to be even. So we're going to average $100 a month for water. We're going to say that we'll contribute $100 a month to the water. Can y'all hear? Did I lose y'all? Can y'all still hear me? $100 a month to the water. Now, vacancy is basically well, and this there's really nothing to negotiate. Like in Cleveland, it ain't happening. Like they know that so many people need property management that unless you have multiples, if you just come in with 1, 2, 3, like anything less than 5, probably you're gonna be paying every bit of that 10%. But everything is negotiable, they say. But most property management companies in Cleveland, they know they value supply and demand, so they don't necessarily have to take any discounts. Okay, so vacancy is basically where you account for if your property is not rented every month. So let's just say you get the property together and it takes you 3 months to get it rented, right? So that's 3 months that is vacant and you're not making any money. So when we're analyzing a deal, we want to account for that, because that can happen, especially this time of year. You could run into those issues with vacancy. Generally, it's 5% that you account for. Okay? The same thing with your maintenance. You heard Provido mention CapEx earlier. The reason why I don't necessarily account for that and term it that is because, again, I just rehabbed this property. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a new baby right here. She new. She shined up. She got her hair did, her nails done. She exfoliated. She got a new fit. You know what I mean? Her chakras is like she good to go. So I shouldn't have any major issues with her. It should be only minor. So in maintenance, generally you account for 10% of your gross rent for deferred maintenance. In this case, I would slash that in half and I would go 5%. Because again, of the money that I just spent to get it together. So you still want to account for some deferred maintenance because, again, inevitably the pilot light will go out or somebody will clog the sink or somebody will break something or whatever the case may be. So you do want to have some sort of deferred maintenance fund. 5% vacancy. Okay, thanks, Aunt. Appreciate you. It's $62. We'll just go 62 even. And so that would mean that is what the maintenance is too. So basically, these both, another reason why I slashed this in half is because these both end up becoming basically reserve accounts. Because as long as our 15 grand is good and we're able to get what we thought we was going to get, we're not going to have to touch this. So we're just going to be pocketing or saving this. Right? So that'll be 124 every month that we end up putting to the side so that in case we do have a vacancy, we're good. But again, the beautiful thing about it is we own this property free and clear. So if we do happen to be vacant, it's just that we're not making any money. We're not falling behind on the mortgage or, having to come out of our pocket to pay the mortgage because we don't have one. We own the property free and clear. Okay. So somebody subtract this for me. $1,275 minus $75 minus $100 minus $125 minus 62 minus 100 minus another 62 and tell me what my NOI is. Elite members, y'all get ready because this is what we about to be running through. I'm doing more of this than any elite class ever because I want to. I think this is important. This is practical knowledge that you need. And for some reason, we don't talk about this shit on Instagram. Like these don't make it to the post and all that. So we need to be hammering. This is what you should be able to run through almost like without even pen and paper in your mind as you're reviewing the deal. Somebody sends you a deal. This is how much it costs. The only other thing I didn't talk about was the ARV, which I really don't talk about a lot in terms of Cleveland, because remember I told you that the property values are less. So this property, it might only be worth the 55 or the 50 or something like that. I don't fucking care. This is what I care about. Okay? So you got to be able to quickly reconcile these numbers and run through this. I only know this because I'm familiar with the taxes on properties like this in these areas. I know this because I've had to pay for insurance for several of them, but I know that from research of the market. I know, like Cuz pointed out, I know that generally you can't get any negotiation off because in our market, again, we have so many absentee buyers who require property management that unless you're making it super worthwhile for them, that I only know that because of, again, I've been out here doing it, research. I know how much a water bill is because I pay it. These rusty niggas all the time. So again, this is what you have to be able to run through in order to analyze and see if you can afford the deal, if we had to include some debt in here, see if you could afford it, and to also see if it's going to be in line with your investment goals in terms of the return on your investment. Okay, so wait a minute. 9,012, you must have did annually 300. Okay, so 751 less bail. Is that correct? I didn't do the math, so I'm trusting you. We got 826. Y'all gonna make me do the math? All right. Is it 751 or 826? 826 sounds, that's 325, 789, that's 500, 662, 1275 minus 316. Don't trust me. Oh my God. Okay, it is 751, unless I'm wrong too. Here are the numbers. It's 1275 minus 75 minus 100 minus 125 minus 62 minus 100 minus 62. Zenzi, you did just miss my spiel on that, but in most cases, yes, except for in the ones where I go in and I do a $15,000 rehab on a duplex. That's going to be like new paint, new flooring, new fixtures. It's going to be all of that stuff. So I'm not going to be expecting to have necessarily the vacancy, and I'm also not going to be expecting to have so much in a deferred maintenance account. Yeah, so $1,250. Remember, we added in our extra $25 because of our washer and dryer. So we squeezing out all of the juice in this rental. Okay, so $751 is the NOI. Final answer, huh? Okay, now multiply that times 12. So $755. Now remember, I said we getting $1,250 a month in rent. That's $625 each unit. When it's all said and done, after we pay our bills and put a little money to the side, we walking with $750. Okay, so that's real. Again, this is like real life real estate. Yeah, I had this at the start of the month, but by the time I paid my bills and made sure I covered my you know what, this is what I walk with. So what is that times 12? Oh, okay, 300. That's what you gave me earlier. $9,012. So this is what we make every year. Okay? $9,012 is what this property nets us. Keep in mind, that's important. Nets us each year. All right. Now, in order for us to find out our return, which is, again, one of the main factors that I'm looking at in terms of analyzing a property, I want to know what's my acquisition mean, how much it's going to cost me to get it, and the get as a part of the get it is the rehab, because I don't get to this number without that 15. You see what I'm saying? So this number really means nothing until I spend that number. So I need to account for that. And then, like I said, the fees. So to get us at $50K, which is our all-in number that we paid for this property. Now, let's divide the 9,012 by 50 grand. Is that 18%, Jay? Oh, yeah, this is a Cleveland deal all day, baby. This is what I do in my sleep, 18%. How y'all see that annually we can expect to make an 18% return on our $50,000 investment? Not many markets can you pull off those numbers. Okay? Not many markets. If you spend $50,000, you should make about $9,000 back annually, which means you made 18% of your money, which is damn sure more than you would have made in the bank, and also likely more than you would have made in the stock market unless you were doing options or some crazy shit like that. Okay. So are there any questions? That is literally what you need to be running through. What's up, Naomi? I don't have any messages from you. Hit me up if it's something important. That's what you should be running through on every deal. Now, again, maybe sometime next week or something, we'll add the debt into it. But again, for me in Cleveland, most of our properties, people are buying cash, or they're taking money off credit cards, or they're taking money out their retirement thing, but they're buying them cash, so there's no debt on them. And so again, what we're paying attention to is to the acquisition cost, the cost of acquisition, and then the cash flow. And that is about, that's normal. That's nothing. That's like, again, we can get that on the cold day in hell in Cleveland in terms of a return. And that is in our communities. That's in urban communities in Metro Cleveland, or Cleveland proper, if you will. That's not even talking about a suburb or anything like that. Do you know about mobile homes as well? If so, what do you think about them? Now, I really don't deal in mobile homes. That's my people, Byron and Sharnice, the mobile home and lead investors. They deal in mobile homes, but I do know that they are very profitable. I do know that much, but I don't really deal much in. I need to be able to send a number like this. You do understand it. Yeah, but with cap rate, you have to factor in the debt, and there is no debt on here. I don't have no debt. No debts. No debts. No debt. Is elite only in February? No other for the rest of the year. I don't know. It goes for like 4 months. So it definitely won't be February, March, April, May, June. Like, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I can't even, I can't say yes and I can't say no. I love your market and what you're doing for the people. What is that? What is, this thing is looking like light on my background. What is that 18% return call? Again, like some of these calculations, y'all have to remember, again, we're not factoring in any debt. So there's no debt. This is straight cash. Is it only like this in Cleveland? No, it's not like this in Cleveland. Oh, I thought you factored debt into cap rate. I just, like, when I learned about cap rate, I'm just like, this doesn't apply to me. This doesn't apply to all cash purchases of single homes or of multi. To me, cap rate only comes into play when you're talking about, like, apartment buildings. To me, that's when it was most applicable. What do I know? This flash lesson, I'm currently in the market for duplexes in Philly. Okay, cool. So listen, the numbers that I talked about are specific to Cleveland, right? So I'm pretty sure you can't get you can't be all in for a finished duplex in Philly for 50. You might be able to do that in Detroit or something like that, but so the numbers are specific to the market. So that's where your research and your education comes in, so that you can know what's the average rent and how much the average, the ARV, like, so you know those factors that are specific to your own market. But as far as that process and that formula, that's the same everywhere. So, cause as you're looking for your duplex in Philly, you will want to know what is your acquisition cost, meaning the purchase price, the rehab, and also any other fees, closing costs associated with acquiring the property. You'll want to know what's the market rent, meaning what can you rent the property out for. And then you'll want to know what the expenses are, so that you can have a clear picture of what you'll actually be pocketing, being your NOI. And then you basically just divide that by the acquisition, how much you have to pay to get it, and then that'll give you your rate of return on the deal. Again, barring without speaking about any debt or anything like that. Okay? So those are the numbers. Again, shout out to all my elite people. Y'all will be getting a lot more of this. We're going to be really diving deep into the practical side of real estate investing and really helping to move those of you who desire it to a place of actually owning, to going through this shopping for deals and being able to get them funded. So I'm looking forward to Elite 5 starting in February. If y'all have any questions about it, you can hit me or Pocky Hooded Stays Up in the DM. And without further ado, I'm going to close with these. White or black? White or black? And should I sell? What should I do with them, y'all? Should I sell them? Should I sell them now? Should I, I'm pretty sure there's an elite member in Philly. I'm pretty sure. Should I sell them now? Should I wear them? Or should I keep them as a collector's item? Keep white, sell black? I should sell it now? Do you think that the value will go up as time goes on? Like in 2 years, do you think they'll be worth you're not in black since white, get white. You're such a woman, so practical. She said black since white, he's dirty yet. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night. What's tomorrow? Friday. TGIF. We're gonna make some money this weekend. So y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Talk to y'all. Peace.